interest of Caden Ramirez. We're here on a review hearing. We're conducting this through Zoom under a finding of good cause and agreement of the parties. We're live streaming. Ms. Taylor's making our record. I will go ahead and take announcements.
Pamela Ferguson, Regional Attorney representing the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. I'm present and ready with Permanency Specialist Christina Hunter and Covering Supervisor Aaron Sessions from St. Francis Ministries. And we are present and ready.
Savannah Kincaid, I represent Ms. Vasquez. We're present and ready.
Stacy Grant on behalf of the child.
Monica Olivas with CASA, present and ready.
Okay, and like I said, I don't have Mr. Barfield yet. We'll watch for him, but Mr. Ramirez is not present either. Okay, then what do we have new since the court report was filed?
Good morning. So as far as new news, I did get an update yesterday on the ICPC. The foster, well, I guess not really foster, but the potential kinship placement that we're looking at in New Mexico, they are working through everything that they need to do with them. They're still steadily in the process of getting everything they need to do to be able to be fully licensed in New Mexico. So they're hopefully tentatively looking to be fully licensed in May sometime. So we are still on track for that. He's doing really well in placement. He's happy-go-lucky. He's super cute. He's got little chunky rolls everywhere, and he's learning how to say like yes and no. He knows how to shake his head and those kinds of things. So he's doing really great.
Okay. So we've initiated the ICPC over there.
I did, yes. I initiated it a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And so as we all know, in New Mexico, it takes, quite some time, unfortunately.
Right. Okay, very good then. All right. Kate, anything to add on behalf? You're fine.
Just briefly, has Ms. Vasquez started to make more contact with you?
The contact's kind of still intermittent. I was able to meet with her face to face finally, which I was really happy to get to see her. We did have I thought, a pretty constructive conversation, but unfortunately things have not changed in regards to participation of services, or drug screening or anything of the sort.
Okay, I'll pass witness.
I'm sorry, Ms. Kincaid, what? You cut out.
I'm sorry, I'll just pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and Ms. Grant, any questions or anything to add to that?
Nothing really to add to the court report, Your Honor. Child is doing well. I would just encourage mom to try to start some of those services and show some progress.
All right. Ms. Kincaid, anything else on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I do have something else for the department.
Sure.
Two things actually. In January, Ms. Vasquez was ordered to take a drug test and she did not go. We would ask the court to order her again to take a drug test. Also, I believe that we need to set a mediation in this case. So I would request us to be ordered to a mediator.
Okay, all reasonable. So Ms. Vasquez, I'm gonna order you again to go drug test.
Yes.
I mean, we can't.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you can work all the other services that we're asking of you, but if you want drug screen for us, we still have a great big problem. So I'm gonna order you to go drug test today. Ms. Hunter, can you get that set up?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you also order for Mr. Ramirez as well, please?
I'm sorry. You're
Mr. Ramirez as well, Your Honor.
oh
Neither parent has cooperated.
okay. Yeah, I'll order them both. Okay, you want hair and UA?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, get it set up so they can go do that. Ms. Vasquez, just remember, failure to attend that and go to that is deemed a positive result. So it does have consequences if you don't go.
Can I say something? I didn't go last time because it snowed and I could not get out in the snow. I kept slipping and sliding and getting stuck. So they were aware of that I couldn't go because of that reason. And then she took my visits away from me after that.
Did you contact anybody about it that day?
Yes, she knows. My lawyer and Miss Hunter know about it, and Miss Hunter took my visits away from me. My what you call it, virtual visits away from me, just because I couldn't go.
Your Honor, we did ask her to go, and we've asked her every month since January, and she has not gone.
Yeah, and I'd have to look back at my notes, but if, that we've been trying to get this done for quite some time now, so it wasn't like it was just the one time.
I
So
can clarify if you'd like, Your Honor.
that'd be fun.
So I actually asked her to go screen on 3 separate occasions. January the 3rd, I asked her to go screen. She did not complete it. And then she was court ordered to screen on 1/9. That was the day of the weather. Miss Kincaid actually had reached out to me just due to the safety reasons. And so I obliged and asked her to go again on 1/14, and she did not complete it either way. So she had multiple chances in the month of January to complete the screen.
Okay. Well, bottom line is, Vasquez, I mean, if we don't know what's going on with you, it can pose a health and safety risk to the child. Certain drugs are transmitted skin to skin, and it can be very dangerous for a child this age, if you're using, to have any contact. And so I will just tell you, this court and routinely will stop parents' visits if they're not drug screening for us, and or if they're testing positive for drugs like methamphetamine or fentanyl. So,
I can't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's happened in your case is not unusual, and it's not any different than it is in most cases. So the fix to this is go drug test for us. Not just this one time, but this time and in the future when we ask for that. And you've got to get started on working your services because you're running out of time. This case is set for trial on July 9th. On a 9 o'clock docket. So, I mean, you've got a lot to get accomplished. And you better get started on it.
Okay. So can I have my virtual visits back?
I want you to go drug test. And if you appear for your drug screen today, then I will allow them to reinstate the virtual visit. But you gotta go test for me.
I'll go right now after we get done.
I'm sorry, what?
I'll go right now after we get done with court.
Okay, Ms. Hunter, how long do you need to get that paperwork?
I just have to submit it to our service authorizations. I can give her a text as soon as they're ready to go, but she'll be able to complete them today.
Okay, tell me,
Okay.
give her a time of when she should go.
I would say give me at least until noon, and if they're back before then, to where I can clear her to go, because we have to do the service authorizations first.
Right. Okay. So Ms. Vasquez.
And can I just clarify, Ms. Hunter, can you say what time she needs to be there? Because if she shows up at 4:45, they probably won't let her test.
The latest they will accept a screen is before 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is cut off.
I'll go before then. I'll go at lunch.
I would encourage the mother, don't be afraid of a positive result. Just get the test done so you get a baseline so that you can get started. Don't be afraid of a positive. That's sometimes expected, but we want to help you.
Exactly. And we have no way to measure what's going on with you unless you do this. So I'm going to order you to go between noon and 4 today. Okay. Same for Mr. Ramirez. All right. Then Ms. Grant, you have a recommendation to make.
Yes, Your Honor. Just recommend that Ms. Vasquez go ahead and get that done and bite that bullet and get started so we can help her. And the child is doing well, gaining weight, just a little roly-poly, Judge. And hopefully mom can get engaged in some services, especially some of the stuff that can also be done virtually, like the parenting classes and so forth. And maybe we can make some progress prior to mediation. And I saw that Rachel sent us a note that Landon Lambert's up for mediation. And so I look forward to doing that.
Okay, and Casa?
I think he's doing very good at placement. Current placement would be great for now. And encourage Ms. Vasquez to get her things done so you can get your baby back.
And Your Honor, I would just like to request if we can get mediation completed and or no progress is made, I would request, that the department have the ability to request to move up the final hearing if necessary.
If you reach an agreement, I have no problem with that at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna order you all. Well, anybody have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then today I'm gonna continue the department as temporary managing conservator and continue the child's current placement. I would find that there would be a continuing and ongoing danger to return the child home to either parent at this point in time. I make a finding that neither parent is in compliance with their service plans. I'm going to order them both to go drug test today here in UA between noon and 4 p.m. And if, because mother is here today and we've addressed this with her, if she will go drug test as we've requested or as I've ordered today, then we will reinstate her virtual visits. If there's, if there's positive drug screens, we're not going to do in person yet. I'll order the case to mediation by June 15th of 2025. Hopefully you all can get it done, much quicker than that. But that'll be your kind of drop dead date. And like I said, the trial is set for July 9th of 2025 on a 9 o'clock docket. All right. I appreciate everybody